Welcome back to Wristwatch Deep Dive. Today I'll be talking about my Vacheron Constantin Fiftysix. I'm not a dealer or flipper. I'm not selling the watches I cover, just highlighting watches I have in my collection. All right, so this is Vacheron Constantin Fiftysix. Reference number 4600E/00A TAC 8442. So this is my first Holy Trinity watch. For now, it's actually my only Holy Trinity watch. For those of you who don't know, the Holy Trinity of watches are Vacheron Constantin, Patek Philippe, and AP. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the French pronunciation of AP, but this is my Vacheron. All right, so I already said reference number. This is 40 millimeter stainless steel case, 9.6 millimeters thick. It came with a black alligator strap. I'll show that to you when I show the box. I purchased this stainless steel bracelet from Vacheron because I thought it looked more formal. This bracelet has a double butterfly clasp, but with a Vacheron Maltese cross logo engraved on the outside. This movement is a Vacheron caliber 1326 automatic movement. It's based on the Cartier 1904. And this is the main reason why this watch is at this price point, because this is not an in-house movement. A lot of people, I see online, a lot of people kind of poo-poo on this model because it's not an in-house movement, but I think it's great. But we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, we'll talk about that now. We're talking about movements. So this company makes their own movements for their higher end watches, all their other models really. But they used movement from another company to bring down the price point. Many people talk smack on this model for this reason. But Vacheron, for many years in history, did not make their own movements. So I feel it's not that great argument to crap on this. So yeah, in their start, they didn't make their own movements. They used other movements. And only in recent years not recent years, but in the last few decades, did they make their own. Price points for Vacherons are normally in the tens of thousands of dollars, where this one is quite a bit cheaper than most of their other models. So that's why it's appealing, really. So I like the classic look for this price. That is more affordable for a collector like myself. So this movement has a 48-hour power reserve, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal. The dial is a double finished gray tone dial, opaline center, and a sunburst satin exterior. So you can see it has like that two-tone. It's harder to see on the camera than in person. Off camera, it definitely is more prominent, that two-tone. There is a date complication at the 3 o'clock position. There's a push-down crown integrated into the case. I'll wind it now so you can see the second hand sweeping. And it does have a sapphire crystal display case back. It reveals an elevated oscillating weight in 22 karat gold. And it's inspired by also the Maltese cross. You'll see the Maltese cross on the rotor there. There is Lume on the hands and indexes. And I acquired this watch from an authorized dealer, Watches of Switzerland in Vegas. And thank you, Jen. A little shout out to the Watches of Switzerland in Vegas and Jen, who was my dealer. All right, so brand info. Vacheron Constantin is a Swiss luxury watch and clock manufacturer founded in 1755 by Jean-Marc Vacheron. Vacheron created the first horological complication, and 9 years later, he designed the first engine-tuned dials. Due to expansion in 1819, the company needed to take on a partner. That was Francois Constantin. They became Vacheron and Constantin. The company motto is, "Do better is possible, and that is always possible." I'm sure it sounds a lot better in French. The company started using the Maltese cross as its symbol. This was inspired by the component of the barrel, which had a cross shape and was used for limiting the tension within the mainspring. The company officially changed its name to Vacheron Constantin. It lost the "and", so it went from Vacheron and Constantin to just Vacheron Constantin in 1970. In 1987, Sheikh Ahmed Zaki Yamani, the former oil minister of Saudi Arabia, became the majority shareholder and folded the company into his personal portfolio of holdings. In 1996, the entire share capital was bought by the Swiss Richemont Group. And this is a highly regarded watchmaking company. The pocket watch number 402833, 1929 model, owned by Kind Food I of Egypt, ranks as one of the most expensive watches ever sold at auction. In 2015, the company introduced the pocket watch reference 57260, which held the title of the most complicated mechanical watches ever made with 57 complications. This was surpassed by the company's release of the Berkeley Grand Complication pocket watch featuring 63 complications. That model includes the very first Chinese perpetual calendar. This model, the 56, is a tribute to the Vacheron 6073 from 1956. And it just has that classic look. Just a classic formal watch. I like that it's a very thin profile. And yeah, really just, I love the way it fits and looks on the wrist. So, well done, Vacheron. All right, so why I chose it. I've been eyeballing, this particular brand and this particular model for quite some time. The price points for all the Holy Trinity watches are a bit out of reach for me. So I was happy they released this model, which is still quite high, but I just love the classic look and had to get it. All right, so show the box. So when we talk about really luxury watches, especially at these price points, they usually do go above and beyond for the box. And Vacheron definitely did that here. This box is very nice, high quality. I like the way it opens like that. Inside, there's this leather pouch with, and you'll see, here's the leather alligator, black leather alligator band it came with. Let me talk about this real quick. So when I first got the watch, the way the dial is so thin, or the casing so thin, this alligator leather is it's thinner than a lot of other leather straps on high-end watches that I get. So I was actually quite surprised. To be honest, it didn't feel as rugged as a lot of the other high-end, like a Rolex at that price point. So I was a bit surprised, but I'm certain that this is all top quality. So it does have a butterfly clasp. That's a friction release, and this is a push button spring release. But yeah, I like the metal bracelet just a lot better. So anyways, inside here are my cards. There's a booklet. Pretty nice that it comes with this extra leather pouch here. And then this is the kind of the travel case / box inside the box. Pretty nice feature. And yeah, inside here, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's any hidden drawers or anything. So that's it for the box. And why is it not shutting on me? It must be that guy there. So now we'll do a lume shot. Charge it up. And here's the lume. So this is a blue lume. It's not every index, but it's enough to see the time. I like how the hands are quite illuminated. To be honest, I would say this is just average. I think it would be better if the 12 and the 6, the Arabic numerals were eliminated. That would be definitely take it to the above average mark. I do like the blue over the green, but yeah, this is average. It's easy to read. I like the color, but they could have done a little better, especially for this price point. All right. Yeah, so let me know what you think about my first and now still only Holy Trinity watch. Hopefully that changes in the future. Shoot a comment on this video or email me with any questions at wristwatchdeepdive@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next watch.